Stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with a team they're set to share a home with in the near future, the Los Angeles Chargers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Rivers. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Cluster.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Ready. Delta! Left.
Second down, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Now Gurley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017, and I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Starting left here.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Rivers out to his left. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Let's go. Hey, go orange. Orange. Set 180.
Now Gordon on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Set 180. 380.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They run. It's Gurley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Go. 180. 14.
To throw on second down is gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Oh, a heck of a move. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Lift.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Rivers now on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Hey!
Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. to the ground now with Gordon. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down. Rivers. Green's got it over the middle. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
To throw on second down. Rivers got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And he puts it through. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes after saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Super 66.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Louis. 2 for 1.
Gurley again here on first down. And he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now a first down throw. Gone. From the left side, complete. That's Woods. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
11.
The final shot before break here. Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with an EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
4 down. 5. Here we go. 12. Jester.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's got room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 14. 17. 20.
Play action. It's gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll running right through it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's letting it fly for... It's caught at the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Four down.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Flush to his right. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And able to find Green. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Rivers on 1st down. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for a loss on the play. To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
12. Hey, go orange.
Rivers to throw it. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads and start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
12 yards there as they move the chains. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 20. Go. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Another carry down for Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Listen.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Hey, lift.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Goff going to throw it. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
11. Value 3. Tiger. 17.
Goff. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
DC.
Now Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Hurry up.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for L.A., they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.